Hello again, it is me, Missing. And you are the millions, at least if you've hit the subscribe button, which you totally should. Welcome back to the picture perfect Timberborn City, and I don't have my camera on because I don't feel like it. And we are working on making this city as picture perfect as we can. We want this tiny little town to be one gorgeous snapshot at the end. But we've been doing this in a very long video format, which I enjoyed, but I want to go to more of a storytelling format. Each video I want to tell its own tale. I want it to be its own bite-sized bit of how though? Why though? What did you do though? So we're going to go back to a little bit shorter of a format. And what, pray tell, shall be my story of the day today? Well, one, open my gate back up to let that water flow the way it should instead of flooding my city. That would probably be a really great start. I didn't have it open to where I could see water and didn't realize that dry season had just ended. Oh, hey, look, dry season's starting. Well, I think our first goal is going to be to start moving everything from here out here and to level down this. So we're going to be doing cuts. We're going to be doing work during those cuts, getting everything level, making everything work, making everything beautiful. And honestly, I'm going to be spending some time idling this and making a lot of water storage and stuff so we don't really have to worry about everything while we're not paying attention to it. And I can let this just run its course. But yeah, no, I'm going to level all of this down and make this perfect. Over here, we're cutting down trees right now, but at some point this is going to be just this iron mine up here. And then I think this is going to be where we grow our water crops. But that's about it. That's honestly about it. I don't know if there's anything else to cover besides moving these things over there and leveling down the town. So I'm going to work on leveling things and moving things. So one thing is seeing all this up here and realizing that these guys have been paused for a while. And I want to get rid of all this anyhow. I'm going to mark some resources for demolition up here. Look. Mark some resources for demolition up here. Cancel the demolition there. We're gonna build a path over there, build some staircases, and start getting this all taken down. I'm going to actually delete these, because we're gonna need to get up to here. Kind of trying to think of the way this is gonna work and play out. I really won't know until I'm building it, to be completely honest. To be fully and completely honest, but we do want to get this all leveled down to the same level. But we have so many things being built right now, it's kind of hard to get anything done. Everything is going to be taking a while, because frankly, we're kind of just grinding and waiting for resources to come in, and that takes forever on hard mode, because the only power you really have coming in seems to be power wheels most of the time. And our population is on a down right now because we had a lot of people die of old age. I think it's old age. Yeah, just old age. We didn't have anybody die of any like hunger or drought or anything like that. Just old age. Looks like logs are the biggest concern right now. Just good old wood. But we should be having more coming in than I think ever before. I know we moved this in a little bit, so we did lose some there, but the more of this we get rid of, the more logs we'll have coming in, because this is going to be all wood right here. This should be mostly all food. I mean, this isn't going to be all wood, but it should be mostly wood right here. This should be all food for the most part. And our production is going to be here, if I'm correct, in the way this will end up playing out. Like, we have our plan. We just got to get it set in motion. We just got to get everything completed. We got to get production done. We got to get things built and set up. But they are done with that, so let's looky-see. Let's do a look-see-see. So we definitely need to get up there. And we want to demolish. Yeah? Actually, can probably just live with that. No, because that'll be a too high explosion there. Yeah. That'll be a very high explosion there. So they can only build up to 1. We'll actually probably end up doing here is demolish these. Yes. And platform that, and then platform there, platform there, platform there, platform there, platform there. Way more resources than I wanted to use for this process, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Gonna be what it's gonna be. It doesn't really help us with this one over here, but it will take care of all of this over here on this side. Everything over here should get taken care of by this once we get everything downed. And as far as this one over here goes, I'm actually going to come at this from the back. That should let us come from back here and put 1 down there all the way down until it's level. And we're still processing wheat, so we don't care about how big or small the wheat field is over there. There we go. That should take care of all of that. And kind of wish they'd focus this down. Just want to put that up because it's getting that 1 down will mean that they can get up here and put down explosives, which is something that they need to do. They can cut those, right? Yep. Okay. So now I guess it's just kind of back to the good old waiting game. Hey, so we got the second wall of the dam done. I guess I didn't realize that that's the thing they were working on. It makes sense now why we were so short on wood. Now this will be equal to what we have up here, which is wunderbar. By the way, this game needs an elevator. An elevator system? That'd be great. That would be super nice. But little by little, I'm going to be exploding this. So basically, I'm going to delete one piece and explode it, putting explosives down from back to front, and kind of blowing it out that way. Well, it's going to be super boring to see, so I'm not going to make you watch it all. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Maybe, like, I'll leave in the next little bit as, like, a super fast-forward montage. Maybe. Maybe yeah. Maybe no. Maybe yeah. Maybe possibly. Maybe... maybe explosions? Nope. This button. No. No. Stop. Well, that's the wrong button. That was for sure the wrong button. This is the one I meant. Explosions! Anybody doesn't know the time warp, by the way, you severely disappointed me. And you should definitely watch that movie. Unless you're under the age of 18, then you should definitely not watch that movie. And I'm not going to name that movie, but you should. I just messed that up. I should have only done the front one because now I don't have a way to get to the back one. Wait, no. I do the back one from up there. We're good. In this one scenario, we're good. Yeah. See, yeah, we're good. We're good. We can explode these. This is perfectly fine. Now, granted, we are wasting some of our water in the middle of dry season, so that's not wonderful. But there's worse things. We have 544 explosives, though, so that's amazing. We are just swimming in explosives, which is important, because we're gonna need them. We're sure gonna need them. Anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna blow things up. Alright, so they built the ladder, the staircase down to here. So now we get to do even more explosions. But I do need to reach, or make sure that we have reach. We sort of do. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's good! So now we'll be able to blow up all of this down here. Which is wunderbar. One of our many goals is to blow up everything down here. Get this all level. So one of our goals for the video is started. Yay! So, taking a break from our, explosions. We got rid of some of our water tankers that were up here. They're the ones we moved out here. We're getting ready to move more out there. The rest of these ones, once they get done building them. But with them being moved, and I think these are actually empty, so we could really get rid of these. And I think these do have employees right now. Do I get rid of them? I mean, I think I do. Okay, so we're out of wheat too, actually. We're out of wheat. Do I have another place to process wheat? Is this... This is our only wheat processing facility, so I don't want to get rid of that quite yet. But this is empty, so we can get rid of this. And we can get rid of all this back here. This building empty? Aye, it is. Be gone with ye. Now with science, I'm trying to unlock everything before, and then I'm gonna get rid of all my science stuff. Obviously, we won't need it if we have everything unlocked. We can unlock the observatory. And we don't have the raw resources to produce it yet, but that's fine. Just having it unlocked is nice. So it looks like we're only gonna have a couple things to unlock here soon. Well, it looks like we'll have quite a few things, but still. That's fine. We have the 2 science huts there. But let's repath this. Bring it across there. And then demolish this path. Icky. It got rid of our connection for our lumberjack. So move him there. Get rid of this lumberjack. Get rid of this shrine. And then put down our explosives. And our explosives over there. Everything must go boom boom. And all of this is pointless now. And then we can probably plant more trees there. That's my intention with it, at least for now. It's not gonna be a huge amount more trees, but it'll be some more trees. And some more trees, and a lot more trees when you really think about it, right? Like, any trees is trees. I'm not sure about this one. It might not be reached by the water source, but we can toss down a really quick one right there, and that should cover it. We do seem to have ample enough water to cover it. We are decreasing in water, but I think we have it covered. I think we're good. Definitely have food covered. That is for sure. We do need to figure out the grist mill situation. We need to get a grist mill moved out here relatively soon. But that shouldn't be too much of a challenge. We should be able to get that once we get this situated. which is kind of unfortunate. There's not really any way to reach these with this here. We'll have to knock down some trees. We will. We will. Which is another problem because we don't really have a way to knock down some trees. Interesting quandary. Wait. So we're planning on knocking down this back end anyhow? So if we level it as we go, we should reach a point where they intersect. Genius. I have the biggest brain. My brain is so big I don't know how it fits in my skull every day. But it's incredible. It keeps growing. It just keeps getting bigger, so it's like, it's impressive that it fits in my skull. We've also reached an equilibrium with beavers, but we only have 2 babies with 0 jobs, so I probably do actually want to build some more housing, which, if you remember, is super simple. We just get rid of this roof and smack in another house. Which is dangerous because the more houses you have, the more food and water you'll need. But having only 2 spare beds for beavers when it comes to jobs is scary. We do know that we won't have as many jobs though once everything's built. But for right now, that is a very close situation. Anyhow, back to grinding. All right. Well, first of all, that's the good stuff. Yes. Yes, quite. Yes, quite. Yes. Normal speed feels like slow motion now, and I don't like this. Stacy, wake up! But yeah, so the dry season that was in effect ended, and it left me lower on water than I wanted to be, but it looks like we're getting back there. We're getting up. We're fixing the problem. But this is all done. This is all in place. We're still working on that one little house there because of course we are. But all those water tankers are full. And these ones are empty. And we've made some more space for moving this path back. They still haven't set these explosives, which is just kind of wild to me. I kind of figured that these would be the first things that they did, but I guess that with resources actually coming in right now, they were more focused on getting done, other things, like actual work, actual things that I set them in motion on. I don't like that that's overflowing, and I don't know why that's overflowing. Because it shouldn't be? Unless this is now somehow not wide enough. That is concerning. Maybe it's just the water pressure forcing up this. I mean, we can delete this piece, and it would let it flow through a lot better. I think it is just that water pressure of that flowing in. Maybe we just live with it for a little bit? I do have this planned out right now, which actually looks a lot better than my gaudy thing I had earlier. The giant wall. Hey, this is all done. Good work, beavers. Proud of you guys. Explosions. I didn't even think about the fact that this would just kind of get done too. Like they got all of this done from that one platform. Like all that, all this, all of it. They probably got those placed while this was getting built up, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. That's a really good maneuver there, guys. Fair play, fair play. They're working on that now. Once those are in place, I can remove this and start blowing these down. Actually, I can start blowing that down now. This can start going down. But I want to wait for this one to be in place to block that water from going over, and then I'm going to put these down and put in those there as well. It is crazy that that is overflowing there. To me, I'm sure that it shouldn't be, but kind of is. I'm not gonna lie, kind of is. Anyhoozle, so I'm gonna work on now moving our food production stuff over there. Grist mill and such and whatzels. And I will show you the end plan. Yeah, I'll show you like the blueprint layout of it. Yeah, so we're gonna cut, and you guys are gonna see that in like 2 seconds. All right, so the blueprint's done. This is what it's gonna look like. So we have our grist mill over here making the fine wheat grain, and we have our windmill lifted up onto a platform over here along the path. So, and I didn't tell you guys this because it's my greatest held secret. If you play the first faction, which I can't remember their name right now, please forgive me, and they build the windmills, you can build them up on platforms. You can just have those over your paths everywhere. Like, I'm not going to pretend they're as effective as the engines, but the fact that you can just build them up over your paths with platforms mean they take up 0 space, effectively. And you can have them literally everywhere. And they don't use wood once they're built. I mean, they become an extremely resource effective and space effective method of power generation. So yeah, and then we have bread and we have the maple pastries, since we do have some coming in whenever, you know, it happens. But we have all those being replaced. We have more explosives being set down across the map in strategic places. This one is going to require another platform. Unfortunate. Oh well. It's also going to require me to delete that because I placed it, I think on accident? I don't know if I just placed it right then or if I placed it earlier or... Probably right then. Right then makes sense. And I think they're working on this, which I don't really want them to be, but I guess, you know, that happens. They work on things that you don't really want them to be working on right now, and like, it doesn't effectively matter. It's just not the thing I wanted done right now. But with all of those done, I can get rid of this path. I can set in my explosives. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if that's the way I want to do this. Because I know ultimately the way I was going to put water up over this is going to be using the large mechanical one. I just don't have those yet. So, yeah, I guess this is going to be the way I do this. For now. This will be changed later. This is the temporary solution to a permanent problem. Which is never the way you want to do things in this game, or any game, or life, period, but, here we are. Here we are doing exactly the thing I'm telling you that you shouldn't do in life. Because I'm a hypocrite. Or at least so I've been told. At least I've been told by many people I am, and I guess that's fine. I guess there's worse things to be in life. You could be... There's nothing I can say here that wouldn't offend some group. So... I'm trying to think of the smallest group of people that I can possibly offend that probably definitely won't watch my video. I just realized I did this wrong. Cancel and delete. Because, well, yes, this effectively would work. What it won't do is let me get down there to plant potatoes. There's actually no way to do this that will. So we actually just need that there. And then, yeah, I did do it right. Yeah, that is gonna be the way that is. Because we just still need that staircase in there because they still need to get down to plant potatoes, and that's not wide enough to do it the way I want to do it. You could be a beaver that doesn't pick potatoes. That's what you could be. Ooh, more explosions. Anyhow, back to grinding. Welcome back. So everything that was up here is now either sorted in to this tiny little space right here, or into the river, which doesn't look like it, but it is. It is all sorted in. Or it's being compensated for by this or by something else. I mean, it is. It looks like a lot less space is being used, but that's the point. So it's time. All of that wonderful space has been opened up. We also fixed some pathage. Starting to look real nice in here. This will need fixed more, but we do intend to get this all leveled down even further. We got rid of this big hunk of land that was sitting over here. We still have a lot left to get down, but man, this is a huge step in the right direction. We can get rid of this slope. I'm sure that's a technical term. I'm sure there's a scientific term for that. And then we don't need this path over here. It looks like we will need some more waterage up here, but I think that's going to be off of our main path that I'm still going to have up there, because we will need a path probably here going back and here going back. Probably some more farmhouses back there. Probably another forester back there and another water spout back there, and probably some more farmhouses back here and probably another water spout back there. Will probably be ultimately the plan, since this is probably going to be our farmland. But maple trees. Just put them in wherever we can. We will be changing these over to like blended trees later, but right now we just want wood. And as far as builder's hut and stuff like this up here that we have in currently goes, we have it planned out. The storage, which I'm going to go ahead and hit. No, I'm not. I am not going to do that yet. And this, the gear shop, we can get rid of it completely. I think we're overbuilt on gears right now. We have 210, and we have another one here. So we're fine if that one disappears. But as far as storage goes, what I'm kind of just thinking of doing is large warehouse row somewhere on here. I think that'll be functional. I do think a large warehouse row will be functional. I think that'll work. And then we should be able to get rid of the rest of this chunk right here. And that should work. We just need that. We're done here. We just need that, and we're done with what we plan on getting done with this video. And man, we are getting really close. This is starting to look like a really nice, quaint little town. Obviously, we have our mine left to get set up there and everything, but that's just going to require some grindage, and we have another level to go down. We have our water food to be planted over here, but we didn't raise our double floodgate, but I guess oh well. 20-day dry season's not nearly as bad as the 30 days we were getting hit by at one point. But man, we're really starting to get there. A lot left to go, but not nearly as much as we had. Not even close. Well, I'm sure you're wondering, Missing, how long's it been since we were here? Well, it's been longer than I intended. But look at this beautiful sheet of water coming down from over here. Which, by the way, I have set these to like minimum, just to get other things done. And now you're probably wondering, Missing, what's going in there? I think you talked about storage going in over here, right? Well, I was trying to figure out a way to compensate for the fact that I won't be using underground warehouses, and how I can make as much storage as underground warehouses in one row on the river. And I was struck by inspiration. So let me be the first to introduce you guys to the abomination that I'm lovingly calling the Storage Pyramid. It really has everything that one could need to store all you would ever want. Even a rooftop terrace on top. Thousands of capacity of storage. Beaver statues to celebrate your beaver kind. Places of worship even. Going up and down it to where you and your beaver friends can come and look out on just this beautiful, beautiful view and worship your beaver gods. I mean, the storage pyramid is, quite frankly, probably the greatest thing ever put into the game of Timberborn. I don't know how I could have ever thought of such a beautiful thing, but I did, and it's in the process of being built. It's glorious, really. I don't think there's another word that you could think of for it other than glorious. It is simply just divine. I think that the gods touched me for a moment while I was playing Timberborn, and this is what came out. The storage pyramid. I think that, you know, originally the Egyptians, this is what they were thinking of when they started building the pyramids, and then their kings got jealous and said, no, you have to put my body under it. We're not just going to use it for storage. And that's really why the Egyptians didn't like the pharaohs so much, is because they're still upset to this day probably about the fact that the pharaohs just stole the storage pyramids for themselves. That's why they probably built so many, is they're just trying to finally get a storage pyramid, but no matter how many times they tried, a pharaoh just kept claiming it. It's honestly, I'm crying over here. I am. I'm tearing up. My eyes are watered. It's if you don't see its beauty, that's on you. You know? But I think that is an adequate replacement for the underground warehouse. We can start emptying that. We will only ever really need this. I mean, honestly, if we need more storage than that, I don't know. I don't know if you even noticed, but there's even a small warehouse up here, just to make sure. Just a little extra storage up on top. I mean, look at it. The staircase even goes perfectly up the side, aside from this one up here, just to get us started so that we don't mess up our nice lines over here. I mean, I mean, guys. If that doesn't get you to like this video, I don't know what will. Is that pandering? Was I pandering right there? No, I think I'm pandering. That's okay. I think I deserve to pander when I build such a beautiful thing as the storage pyramid. Now if I can only build a water storage pyramid. Well, I think I know what I'm doing next. Anyhow, so yeah, now we just gotta blow that down, and that should be super simple. So I think that will be all for this video, guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you're enjoying seeing the picture-perfect town in Timberborn being built. I think we only have another couple videos in this series. I think we're almost done. I think we're really close. I mean, most of it's just gonna be waiting for resources and grinding. We just have to... Like, it doesn't look close, but it really is. I mean, when you think about it, it's just a lot of resources now that need built. And everything else is, the ideas are all there, the plans are all laid. We're not far now. And then we're going to move on to a bigger map and experimental mode. That's the next plans. So stay tuned for more of beavers and wood. And pyramids. Thanks, guys. Much love. Missing Millions out. Bye.